Hi everyone, Lee Magpie here, and today we're going to have a look at something Jurassic World related. I haven't done nothing Jurassic World related for a while, and this finally came out in the UK off Amazon for £26, I think. I think it's sold out now, so I can't link it in the description box down below. But this is the Jurassic World Primal Attack Massive Biter Albertosaurus. And at first, when I very first saw this, I thought the colour looked a bit vibrant and bright, but looking at it in person, it has got a vibrant streak through it with the orange, but we'll check that out when I get it out of the packaging. And I also know that this figure has been out for a little while now, maybe about 1 to 2 months. It came out in the US first, and now the UK have finally got it, and it'll be coming out in Smiths soon as well. But with Smiths, I don't know if it's to do with the COVID and all the stuff what's going on in the world, but the art seems to get in Jurassic World toys out. But the UK's always struggled with getting Jurassic World toys out. So I don't know what it is, but hopefully we'll get this in stores as well if you can't get it off Amazon. And yes, so I'm just going to get on with the review. So this is the Primal Attack packaging and not the Camp Cretaceous packaging for new people who are new to these figures. So yeah, and here it just shows you that it can move differently. It's not a battle damage one, so you can move it by its tail and you can use the action feature. So this is a little bit different. It's not a battle damage one. Which I absolutely love the colours of the battle damage one, but it just shows you that you can move the tail, and it's got a chomping action, as you can see there on the button. And this is a massive biter, and then on the back of the packaging it shows you a really cool picture of the figure, how you can move it just by using the tail. And then this one I actually got, I think this one came out like a year ago, but this is the new coloured scheme and it looks really good. I'm not 100% sold on it because I don't like crocodile type of dinosaurs to have bright colours. Same with carnivores. That's why I'm not a massive fan of carnivores with bright colours, unless they're done really well. And then as you can see there, it's compatible with the Jurassic World Facts app, which I always show you the scan code so you can scan away into your Jurassic World Facts app. But yeah, the packaging is the old Primal Attack with the fence in the background and the sunset, and there isn't much more I can say. One quick thing I am going to say is, usually I don't go for bright colours on dinosaurs, so if it's all grey and like maybe like a pop of red, I don't mind that. But this is like a different kind of green and a different type of orange. But we'll check that out when I get out the packaging. So without further ado, I am going to get it out the packaging. So everyone, I've got the Albertosaurus out the packaging, and my overall thoughts is it looks absolutely awesome. This is giving you more the realistic colour to it than what other people have took pictures of. There is a battle damage version of this, I've just realised, but it's like a light blue. That one's a little bit more brighter. I will not be getting that one. This one is still bright, but not as bright as the other battle damage one. And the original battle damage one looks absolutely amazing. So I'm going to do a comparison with that one, considering because I don't have the other one. But the coloured scheme is this really light mossy green, with a streak of this like coral orange colour on both sides. The sculpt on this dinosaur has always been amazing and incredible and so well detailed. This is the face up close, as you can see here. So I am going to put the light back on and it will look a bit brighter on camera, as you can see there, but this is just to show you the sculpt up close. So as you can see, for people who have not who don't really know much about this sculpt of this dinosaur, this is the sculpt up close. Very detailed, some really nice details in the jawline here. Nice little pebble detail in there. Some nice little indivots in the face here, and that orange pops around the eye socket and going down the snout here. Just looks absolutely awesome. Very, very nice. I think Mattel does such a good job on the sculpt on these dinosaurs. That's why a lot of people have done really good repaints. But I also think Mattel do a good job on the paints as well. Sometimes I wish they added a little bit more detail in the colour, but the overall sculpt is amazing. And it's the same on this side. Really nicely painted eye as well, in a yellow colour. The sculpt of the mouth, the colour of the mouth inside, sorry, is in this light pink colour. You usually see them a bit more reddish. Nice details of the tongue as well. And some really nice texturing, and like it goes into grooves in the skin on the top of the head. And some little lumps and bumps and spikes on the top. I don't think they've changed the sculpt from the first one. I think they've just changed the action feature. And it doesn't have the battle damage on the side here. And then the side of the body has this really nice texturing of little lumps and bumps as well. And the orange would have been nice. This nice coral colour would have been nice if they spread that all the way down to the bottom. But Mattel's known for only doing it like one half. But sometimes I have seen them go all the way down. But it's what you want to make of it. And then the leg as well has got some really nice muscle definitions. Definitely in this area of the leg and in the thigh bit there. I love these little crease details and the extra texturing of little lumps and bumps going down the legs. Really add a bit of like depth in the sculpt, and then you get a bit more texturing going around down to the tail. And then on the top of the, well, on its back, it's got this like groove ridges going all the way from the top of the head all the way down to the back and all the way down to the tail. And then there is the button, which blends in very nice. I love the way Mattel do the buttons. If they've got like an action feature, they give that like texture and some details so it blends in with the sculpt. But the only colours they use is a bit of like this cream colour, what they use, this coral, and this green colour. So that's pretty much it. And that's that like sandy colour underneath the chin with some nice ripple crease detailing on the neck. And that's the underneath of the belly as well. I absolutely love the details in the arm as well. It's got lots of different bits of muscle definition there. Muscle details there. Not painted claws, but I actually, sometimes I don't like that and sometimes I do. But for this figure I like it because I like how it blends really nice with the green. And then if you are doing the Jurassic World Facts app, this might be quite hard to do. There is the scan code. There, so pause away and scan away. There's the Jurassic World symbol. These little holes here are to do with, it's locked into place when it's in its packaging. Yes, overall, I think the details in the figure is absolutely incredible. I think the details around the mouth are really nice. The teeth are nicely done as well. Got one little blemish there, but other than that, there's not much. I also love the spike on the top of its head, like its little lump horn bit here. Really nicely done. I think they worked really hard on like the sculpt on this one even when it very first came out, like I think it was like 2 years ago or something like that. And yeah, so the articulation is you can move its arms up and down, out like that, and they can rotate. Yeah, the only downfall I have to this one, you can swivel the feet as well. You can swivel the feet on this one as well. And the action feature is you can turn its head, not manually, you have to do it with its tail. So if you wanted to pose it in a different way, you couldn't. You'd have to jam something in its head for it to be kept in one place. It is very strong and sturdy of a figure. I'm doing that and it's not falling down. Some of these figures are known to drop down like that, and yeah, but that's because the legs are locked. Now, if they made the legs stronger, I would actually be happy. But when they do this locking legs, it's not very good for like playing purposes. You can still play with the figure because it's very strong and sturdy, and you can do some really good playing purposes if you was to do it maybe stood in one place. But if you wanted to do running action, you really couldn't do it. I'm too scared that it's actually going to snap the way it sounds. So they shouldn't have really... This is not really a toy what you can use for running action, but you can still play with it if it's stood in one area. And you press in the button here and it's got this really cool chomping action. And you can make it go all the way down to the floor, so it looks like it can be eating its victims or having a drink of water. Or you can put its body right to the top like that, and its head's actually out the frame. And you can pose it in different ways, but it's pretty much stood in one part. You can move the arms. If you wanted the mouth closed, you'd have to put something in the mouth to keep it closed. So it's got... I'd say if I was to give it a scale to 1 to 10 just for the articulation, I'd give it a 5. I almost give it a 6, but I'm going to give it a 5. I would like it if they could do this action feature like that and being able to use the legs, but make the legs just a little bit stronger, because some of these figures are known for dipping down like that. So basically what I'm trying to say is if they could keep the action feature, kept the strong sturdy stand, but still made the legs move up and down where you can do running action, then I would absolutely love that. But my overall thoughts on the figure is, sculpt wise, it is definitely a 10 out of 10. The coloured scheme, I give it a 9 out of 10. I wish that they added just a little bit more colour to it. Articulation wise, like I said, I'd give it a 5. The action feature, I think it's really cool, so I do give that a 10 out of 10. But I just think that they should just work on making the legs move, as well as being able to stand in one place steady on your shelf for collectible reasons. Play purpose reasons and photography reasons. It'll work for all 3 of them, but if you want something what moves its legs a bit more better, I would go for the original one. If you can... By the way, I've glued the side of the battle damage Albertosaurus just because I wanted to keep its skin closed, and when I was doing certain photography, it was doing me head in because it kept opening. But I am going to paint these little bits and match the green. It's just, that's the super glue to keep it closed. But what I absolutely love about this one is it is sturdier. It is quite sturdy. I can do that and it still stands. But they couldn't do that with moving. And this one, you can actually move its legs into like a running action, and it moves really smooth. You can move its legs, the ankle bit as well. The arm only moves up and down, but can't move out, which don't bother me at all. So all they've done is they've added a little bit of articulation. I think that the muscle definitions are actually the same. I think the sculpt is actually the same. I think what they've done is they've just made it a bit more glossier. So to be fair, this one still wins for me. The battle damage one still wins for me because it can move its legs really nice. It's still strong and steady that it don't feel like it's going to fall. The battle damage feature was really cool, but for me, yeah, it was a bit annoying. But it's still cool. It's got some nice details of the battle damage in the leg there, where they've actually engraved it in. Sometimes they usually just paint it on, but on this one they've actually engraved it in. I think that the colours look a little bit more natural on the first one. I love the burgundy purple, the way it blends really nice with the green. And this one's more like a foresty moss green, and this is more like a mossy. This is still like a moss green, but it's a little bit more brighter. Both of them still look absolutely awesome stuck together, like really cool. The colours are they've got 3 types of colours on each. So the cream colour, which we've seen on a lot of the figures, pretty much the same. It's got the orange here, the burgundy here, the green here, and the green here. Just different types of greens. Both got painted claws. The legs are a little bit, actually, the feet are a little bit bigger. As I can see there, I think that the newer one has got bigger feet. I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong. But I love the fact that you can actually move the legs on this one and it still stands real sturdy. This one is a lot more sturdier, but yeah, they worked really hard on both of them, and I really like both of them for different reasons. But my overall winner is the original, the battle damage one, because it just looks cooler in coloured scheme. You can obviously move it a bit more better when it comes to moving its legs. The sculpt is pretty much the same. I think that the definitions just on the legs are a bit different. Now that I'm looking at it more and more, I can actually see that the crease details in the leg here go more down, and the crease details go on this one go more on the side and go a bit more deeper. But that really doesn't bother me. I think both of them look really cool. Both got pros and cons, but obviously this one is a little bit better, and you can actually move its head up and down. So up like that, down like that, and side to side. You can pretty much turn it however you want it, and you can move the mouth however you want as well. So you can have it that far and like that. The reason why I'm showing you this is because if you want something what moves a little bit better and has better potential for play purposes and photography, then this one's your winner. If you want something what's a bit more just to stand there and look cool on your shelf, then this is the winner. I like them both for different reasons, but the original wins. So that's all I'm going to say there, because there's nothing really much more I can say. So please give this video a thumbs up, like and subscribe to my channel. I have got some more Jurassic World stuff coming up soon, because there's some really good figures coming out very, very soon, and hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on them very soon, because with the UK being quite difficult getting these figures, I really want to keep my channel going. So please subscribe. I do other toy related stuff as well, because I do a big mixed range of toys on my channel. But Jurassic World stuff will be coming up very soon. So yeah, and some other toy stuff are coming up very soon. So like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one, guys. Bye. And hopefully you'll be able to get your hands on this one from Smith's or from Amazon if it comes back in stock. But yeah, anyway, bye everyone. Bye.